Now, this diaphragm muscle is what allows you to breathe in. And when it moves downward, hi. For Brittany, snort. Yeah, it's snort. Same thing. She's a sub for him, actually. Might be on that desk or it could be in the science office.
Shut off the water?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can see the little circle thing.
Okay, so I'm trying to remove these, reflect these flaps so that we can actually see.
Is it all brown because there's no more red blood cells?
No, actually, when a body is dead and there was blood here, and when we have deoxygenated blood, they actually drain the blood from here, from the pig. But when you have deoxygenated blood, it's kind of a brownish color. But even humans, when you look at this color inside, that's kind of the color of all animals inside. They're just kind of this tannish gray, and it's just the way that the color is. We color them in books for drawing.
Well, I sort of cut up your own cat. Yeah, I dissected your cat too.
Wrong cat.
Not anymore.
Okay, now I need some help.
I made him.
Igor. Igor. You're gonna tie a square knot.
Well, who's this?
Ah,
I can do a square.
Tie a square knot right there around the foot.
It'd be funny if it was a rectangle.
ew! Don't
You
touch
know how to
it.
tie a knot, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I don't want to touch it.
Because we get $1 waiting on a dime.
Don't hurt him.
That's Dallas helping Mr. Career. Against her will, most likely.
That's not a knot. You need to do this.
That's great. Wow.
A knot.
That's a double
Okay.
knot.
Okay, now I need you to tie the other leg. And if you notice here,
Don't hurt him.
what we're going to do is we're going to tie that right there.
You
Tie
can't
it.
feel anything. He's already dead.
What we're going to do is we're going to tie all 4 legs. Okay, Ro, get over here and tie this knot. Right here.
Yeah.
Do you have enough memory?
Tie it around the leg right there. Good. And then.
Why don't you like delete like all your family memories?
I don't have a family.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, we're going to pull those nice and tight.
Oh, that wasn't very tight.
No, it's
And tie that.
This looks kind of round. In many ways, shapes, and forms. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Perverted.
Are you in Boy Scouts or something?
Yeah, tie him down.
You're a kitty. You're a girl.
Still didn't get wet. Oh, missed.
Dude.
Okay, guys,
Don't hurt me,
here we go.
We're making a ritual to the gods.
Stop talking and listen.
Try pulling out the heart.
Listen, please. The reason we set this up. The reason we set this up this way is we can slide these 2 strings off, put them away, get them out the next day. So it makes it really easy to work. Now I've got some pins here, and I'm going to take and get the flaps of the abdominal wall here out of the way so that we can actually see what's going on here. Yes. Yeah. So actually this morning I had some students that had masks on. And so I thought that I'd tell them about a question on your final exam. The germ theory. They had these masks on. They didn't want to get anything from the fetal pig. What causes diseases?
pathogens.
Pathogens, mainly viruses and bacteria. Yeah, you can breathe in a fungus if you're playing a Scottish bagpipe. But normally we don't get fungal infections too often. You know, you can get a ringworm, athlete's foot, jock itch, whatever. But normally we're talking viruses and bacteria. The germ theory says there's pathogens that cause diseases, viruses and bacteria. Now, they had the masks on because they didn't want to get anything. Well, they're soaked in fluid that kills all bacteria, all viruses. Now, when doctors are dissecting human bodies, one of the things that they'll do is they'll take the brain out and they'll put them in a special jar.
Oh, that flaps too much.
The reason they're doing that is because the brains can actually harbor something called a prions, like mad cow disease. And you could actually you could get that from the brain. So
Irritating your mother.
a lot of times, animals don't have brains in it because of that prions thing. But now we've got the abdominal cavity open, and the dividing part is the diaphragm, and it's right in here. It's kind of a drum-shaped thing. It goes across here. When your diaphragm goes down, that pulls air into your lungs. When the diaphragm goes up, it forces air out of your lungs. So you're inhaling and exhaling right now, only using your lungs, only using your diaphragm. Sorry. Okay, now, watch this, because the umbilical cord right here, I just broke that, leads to this big organ right here. What is it? No, right here. Liver. Liver. Biggest organ in your body. Liver. Now, I need you to remember this forever and ever. If we're talking about a chemical change in your body, it's probably the liver that's going to do it. So, glycogen to glucose, or the other way, the liver does it. If we're talking about deaminating amino acids and making a carbohydrate, the liver does it. Making carbohydrates into fats, the liver does it. It's a chemical factory. It is so important that if the doctor doesn't know what's wrong with you, it's going to take some of your blood. They're going to look for several liver enzymes. Here's one other thing besides a chemical factory. If you take in any toxin, for example, alcohol is an addictive toxin. All toxins go to your liver. If you were to eat some plant material and say, oh, this is really bitter. Well, poisons are often bitter. That poison would go to your liver. If your liver could get rid of that, you'll live. If you eat a mushroom, a toadstool, and it's poisonous.
What's the difference?
Death cap, there's one of them around here that grows. Should not be eating toadstools. The poison goes to your liver, kills your liver, you die. If you've ever seen a movie like Leaving Las Vegas, critically acclaimed movie about a man who drinks himself to death. It takes him some time. What he's doing is he's destroying his liver. The liver's amazing. It can grow back. If you damage your heart, it's damaged forever and ever. Amen. If you damage your liver, it can grow back, believe it or not. I did want some gloves.
Don't be a wuss.
I'm going to open up his thoracic cavity here because I need to show you the heart.
Yeah. Best part.
And I'm going to reflect back his legs here. And in the throat would be, if we took the time, which I'm not, is a thyroid. But what I want to show you here, the heart and lungs, I want to show you this sac right here that's over the top of the heart. Everybody see that? The pericardium. A sac around. Peri means around, cardium's heart. Now, also, on top of this pig, it's pretty easy to see, there's a gland that sits on top of the pig's heart. And this gland, I'm going to grab a hold of right here. Glands usually look like sand grains, and there's